ഗുഡ് മോർണിംഗ് ഗൈസ്. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നല്ലോ ഞാൻ ഒരാളെ എക്സ്ക്ലൂസീവ് ഇൻ്റർവ്യൂ ചെയ്യുമെന്ന്. അപ്പോൾ ദിസ് ഈസ് ലൂയിസ് നോലാൻ. ലൂയിസ് നോലാൻ, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very well indeed.
Thank you. I am so sorry. I know you're very busy with your schedule, very busy with your duties and your passion. In between, I'm trying to get inside between that and taking your interview. I believe you're comfortable.
Yes, I
You're
am.
comfortable here.
Yes.
Okay. So, can we start like an interview? Like, normally you take an interview of a employee who just puts his form to get selected. Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay, Louis. Can I call you Louis?
Yes.
Okay. Louis, tell me something about yourself. See, I'm waiting to know about yourself. I want to know, like, you're from where, and you belong to which family, and how this passion came into you, and how passionately you are about this SUP, right?
That's correct.
Stand-up
yes.
boarding.
Stand-up paddling.
Paddle
Yes.
boarding.
Yes.
Paddle boarding.
Yes.
So when I saw you on the water, I was very surprised. Like a lady, she's doing a paddling, and she's doing that paddling by standing, So I'm very surprised. I would like to know about yourself.
Okay. My name's Louise Nolan. I live in London in UK, and I've been coming to India now paddling for the last 10 years.
Okay.
I live in southwest London, and my job normally entails me paddling on the tidal part of the River Thames. So I coach on the River Thames, nearly always on a paddleboard, but sometimes on a SUP, in a kayak or in a canoe. I also paddle on the inland waterways of London, the canal system as well.
Okay.
I live in my own house, and I have 2 grown-up sons.
Wow, fantastic. So, from where did this started? At what age?
So I didn't get into paddle sports at an early age at all. I started paddling when my youngest son's 26, when he was about 11 or 12. I was looking for some summer activities for him, and I found some kayaking on the Thames, and I watched him having fun, and I thought, that looks like really good fun. I'd like to do that myself.
Uh-huh.
So from that point on, I became involved with kayaking, and I would have been in my late 40s at that stage.
You were at your late 40s?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I started to do some training.
Okay.
My son was very passionate about whitewater kayaking, so I did some training, and after a while I became qualified and became involved in the kayak club, and ended up as the chairperson and ran the club for a couple of years.
Okay.
And as my son grew up and found other interests, he drifted away from kayaking, but by then I was hooked.
Okay, so he went away and you were hooked.
Yes.
Okay, before this, like you said, during the period of 40s, right?
Yes.
At the end of the 40s, you started this.
Yes.
You started getting this passion of kayaking, and I would like to know, before that, what was your career?
So before that, this almost coincided with the end of my career with local government. I worked for the local government for 28 years, in a sort of adult social care manager's role.
Okay.
And eventually the local authority started to outsource services, and the job that I had became outsourced, so I was made redundant.
Okay.
And then I did another job for local authority. I was the principal grants and policy officer for another 4 years, and again that job became obsolete, and at that point I took my redundancy, and I got a small pension from the government, which enabled me to pursue my passion, which had become paddle sports by that stage. So I managed to pay off my mortgage with my redundancy, and my small pension just about sustains paying the bills.
Okay.
So I do still need to work, but because paddle sports isn't the greatest pay, but it's just a love that I now have.
Yes.
And through that, I met some very inspirational people, which inspired me then to go on to Standup paddleboarding, and we really were pioneers in London.
So from kayaking, paddling. You went to Standup paddleboarding.
Yes.
Okay, so that was a level up. From one level to another level.
It was a shift, definitely.
It was a shift. Yeah, obviously it is a shift, because sitting and doing rowing, it's fine because we have a support. We can sit somewhere and we can row. But this is standing and rowing. You don't have any support. It's all about balancing your legs.
It's all about balancing core and confidence to some extent as well.
Yes. But I can see. I saw you're passionate about this, and I can say Louis is what to tell you. I should not reveal her age, because normally we don't ask a lady her age, but I will tell you this. Why? Because every one of us, especially ladies, should know that at this age also she can be at her best. She's at her 60s, and she's doing an activity like 24 to 30-year-old person does, and she's doing it very nicely. Yesterday I saw her in the middle of the water standing and doing paddling. I was like, oh my god, I need to take an interview of this lady. I need to know. And this is my first interview, to be frank. This is my told me about your career. Like, you work for government in London, okay? And in that, with the government, you have worked in two positions. Like, one you started with like you said, you started with one position, to then you went to another policy. You worked as a policy manager.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you went to another position, and after retirement, now you are totally giving your time to this kayaking, this water sports activity. In your family, like you said, your son shifted to another passion, from one passion to another passion. That's fine. It happens. It happens with many people. Like, I was passionate about playing football, but when time comes, when you face your life, when you are dealing with your family, with your kids, passion changes.
Yes.
You cannot.
I'm a great passionate follower of football. This is one of my passions.
You follow which team?
Chelsea.
Chelsea club.
Yes, I do.
I'm a big fan of Chelsea.
Oh my goodness.
Chelsea and Real Madrid.
Oh my
goodness. These two teams I have always supported. Always supported. And what about the national team?
Yes, I do support the national team.
England?
Absolutely, the English team when they play away.
Which is your best player? Beckham?
Over the years, Beckham's a pretty good player. We've had lots of good players, to be honest.
We do have lots of players in England, and this time England played very well. Very well.
We were unlucky.
They have given.
But I was surprised to find that it's so there's such a passionate support for football here in Kerala.
Oh, you don't know about Kerala?
I do now. I've made it my
Kerala
point to
people
learn.
goes mad for football, and they also play football very well. There are lots of young people
Yes,
in
yeah.
Kerala, lots of young people. See, I'm from Kerala, but you know,
Yes.
unfortunately, I was born and brought up in Mumbai, so I was not so much, to know about Kerala. It's only three to 3.5 years now. I'm in Kerala, settled here.
Yes.
So I can see the passion. I can see the people. I can see 40 years old person, even a 60-year-old person,
Yes.
even small babies, kids. First thing, football. It's like that.
Yes.
First, football. So let me ask you something. Now you are doing all these activities, kayaking and all this. What is the secret of your health?
Well, I'm very fortunate that I have extremely good health, and touch wood. Yes, I must do that. I'm not on any medication, which is great.
Yes.
I think there's 3 or 4 secrets to good health. One is exercise. You have to take exercise, regular exercise, and I cycle a lot. I cycle to work when I'm in London, and I paddle a lot. So I would do a 7K training session on my board early morning, quite often during the week. So taking some regular exercise and making sure that your heart gets to beat a bit faster. So even if it's just skipping or jumping up and down, something that gets your heart beating. The second key for me to good health is healthy eating. So I eat lots of fruit and lots of vegetables, and don't eat too much refined food, and don't have a lot of sugar. So occasionally junk foods, but
it is
not
required.
very often.
You cannot stay away from that part, because it's a part of a world now.
It is, and sometimes my sons might like some pizza or something, and I might have a slice. But generally, I eat very healthily, and because with my sport, if I'm doing distance paddling, which I do a lot of, I need food that's going to sustain me. So I have to have nuts and yogurt and fruit, something which will keep me going for a long time.
Yes.
And then the other important factor in staying healthy is happiness. You have to be happy.
That is the most important thing.
You have to be happy and try and leave your stresses behind.
Be happy, enjoy what you like to do, and sleep.
Yes, get lots of rest.
Get lots of rest.
Yes.
Sleep is also a big part.
Yes.
It also play a good part in this.
That's very true.
You need to have a good sleep. You need to be very happy. And one more thing. See, my coach, he used to tell me that anything related to water, like sports or swimming or anything, your body, the whole part of your body is getting exercised.
I see people who come out to paddleboard with me who are in really high power jobs and very, very stressed and very uptight, and they come out on the water and they go, relax, and feel chilled out, and it's good for the head as well as the physical body. And just looking at the beautiful surroundings, and every day it's a dynamic environment. Every time you paddle, you see something different, and it makes you feel good because you see something you haven't noticed before, or there's some different bird or animal, and it makes you smile. So being on the water makes you feel good.
No, Kerala is a beauty. It's really a beauty. Not because I am from Kerala, so I am trying to, side Kerala. No, it's never like that. But yeah, it's really a beauty. Sometimes I also get amazed looking into some of the sceneries, some of the nature. I get amazed. I love nature a lot. I'm very much passionate about plants, trees, and I love this place. I love this place. I enjoy each and every bit moment of this place.
I love all the bird life. I naively thought that knowing a lot about British birds, I could come to India and learn about the birds. And then I bought a book, and you have thousands of different types of birds. So,
Thousands. Okay, Louis,
yes,
when you came, when we just now early morning when we met,
yes.
you give me this. May I know about this? Can you please come closer?
Okay, this is our leaflet for Active 360 paddle sports, which takes place mainly on the tidal Thames
It's in London?
It's in London, and also on the canal networks of London.
Who started this?
So the chap that started this is called Paul Hyman, and he's very inspirational, particularly around cleaning up the waterways and ridding them of plastic. And it was his idea. He's a experienced kayak coach, to have a go at stand-up paddleboarding. So when he started this, I also got involved, and Paul went on to set up Active 360, which he runs with his son Dan, and I've been involved since the onset in 2011-12, coaching as a paddleboard instructor. And we're very passionate about our sport and trying to encourage as many people as possible into stand-up paddleboarding. The great thing about SUP is that it's very inclusive. It's quite easy to do, to get the hang of, so everyone can have a go. All ages and all abilities can come and try, and that's one of the reasons why I love it so much.
So like you said, Paul Hyman.
Paul Hyman, Active 360.
So this is for Paul Hyman, Active 360. You have done a great job. You have polished Louis for this activity, for this water sport activity, and she is doing an amazing job, and she is loving her passion. And I salute you, man. I salute you. This is a salute for you, because you know what? When you get a diamond, a raw diamond in a coal mine, it is not valuable till you polish it. Okay,
Yeah.
You need to get it from there, you need to polish it, cut it, then the carrots and everything comes, then it becomes valuable. So Paul Hyman, you have taken a diamond from a coal mine and you polished it, and today that diamond is in front of me. I'm so happy. To the another question, like you told me, like about your passion. Okay, in this passion, what was your achievements? What activities you have done? Where, which places you have been?
So when we started in London, we did probably 7 or 8 charity marathons, and I would have been one of the marshals on the marathons. So that would have been 26 miles on the tidal Thames, raising money for charity. Lots of people that I would train up for that, and we did that through Active 360. I've also, in the UK, I did 100k paddle.
100k? 100 kilometer?
Yes, over 2 days.
100 kilometer paddling
On a stand-up paddleboard.
Stands up paddleboard, standing, and you just paddling
Yes,
it.
yes.
100 kilometer.
100 kilometer.
People get tired driving a car 100 kilometer, and you are doing it by standing. Wow, fantastic.
Yes, I love it. It is my passion, and my favourite discipline, really, as stand-up paddleboarding has become more popular, is distance paddling, because now there's a big race scene, but obviously I'm a little old for that, but I still like to do some distances. So 35k, that's, that comfortable for me to do. That's about right for a good day out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I've paddled in a few different places. I've done quite a bit of paddling in India,
Okay.
which I've been terribly fortunate to come and try. And I've paddled in the Mediterranean and some other places closer to the UK.
Okay.
But coming here to help out in 2013 at the Indian Surf Festival in Odisha in the east was really what got me
Odisha.
hooked on coming to this wonderful country.
Okay. So you've been in Odisha.
I have.
Okay.
I've paddled on the Great Mahanadi
Okay.
in Orissa and the Kusabhadra and lots of smaller rivers that wash out into the Bay of Bengal, and the fantastic Chilika Lake. We've run trips on Chilika Lake.
What about Kerala?
Kerala is relatively new to me.
When you hear about Kerala, you blushes.
I do, because I love it. How could you not love this place?
Yes.
It's just fantastic. There's so much water here, so many backwaters and rivers and opportunities for paddling.
So which all places you have covered till now?
So here I've paddled in the ocean at Varkala and Kovalam. I've paddled on the Chalia here and some of its tributaries. I've been right down to the south and paddled from, I think it's called Pua or Puva, on the Naya River. I'm not entirely sure. And I've also been privileged to do from here, from Jellyfish, the Muziris paddle, which was we finished in Kochi.
Okay.
And that was a 2-day event with people from all over the world, a really wonderful event. And I've always wanted to do Jellyfish's Chalia paddle,
Okay.
but unfortunately that falls at a time when I'm normally quite busy in the UK.
Okay.
But one of these years I'm going to make it to do the Chalia challenge.
You have to keep on coming here. You have to keep on coming here because now it's your place also.
I hope I can. It's such a
It's your
great
place
place to
also.
be, and
Okay.
great team.
I have been listening to you about your achievements, you're traveling, you're doing all those things. It's all you alone, right? You're all you alone. Any sponsorship? Somebody sponsoring you?
No,
Something?
I don't have any sponsorship. What I do is I try and do a little winter job when paddling finishes on the Thames. So I work for a publishing house just to raise enough funds to pay for my flight and some small spending money.
Okay.
So no, I'm not in any way sponsored. I come along and I do this because I have a love and a passion for being here.
Yes.
And I come here and I volunteer because I'm just happy to be here and to be here with all the lovely team at Jellyfish.
Okay.
And to be able to help out on the water and share my passion for stand-up paddleboarding with the customers who come here.
I'm sure our Kerala tourism is watching this. They will watch this video, and I would like to request our Kerala tourism people to the main authorities to consider Louise Nolan as a water sport activity, because she has a great experience what she is doing. It's not only about passion, it's also about experience. She has a great experience, and she can guide Kerala youngsters in this water sports. So you should utilize Louis Nolan for such activity. And this is my request to Kerala tourism regarding this activity. What do you think? What if they approach to you?
Well, I'd be delighted
Okay.
because anything that promotes tourism in this state has to be good, and to make more use of the water courses here. I
Yes.
see there's lots of kayak schools, but only a little bit of SUP. So to promote SUP a bit more in Kerala,
Yes.
you would have lots of international
Yes.
tourists coming here
Yes.
to paddle.
Yes. Have you seen the map
Absolutely.
of Kerala?
Well,
It's almost like a banana,
it's wonderful
and
with
one
all the
side is,
water.
yeah, one side is full of sea.
Yes.
So obviously Kerala is filled with water, and you know, I'm sure there is no shortage of water in Kerala. Okay, now let me ask you one more question. Then we will wind up as soon as possible because I know your schedule are very tight. So, what is your future plans from here? Where are you going?
Excuse me. My future plans. Going to. I have a very good friend who, without his support, I wouldn't be able to paddle independently in and around India. So, Tuku, who is one of the coaches here, supports me, and we will travel together. I'm going to Kochi, and I'm going to paddle from Kochi to Alapi.
Okay.
That's the first trip, and then I have a friend who is based in Chennai, and he is going to attempt to paddle from Sri Lanka to India on the 18th, 17th, 18th of this month.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to go down and see Satish Kumar.
Satish Kumar.
Hopefully he'll complete this and make a world record. So I'll go down
He's
to
attempting a world
Rameshwaram.
record.
He's
Okay.
attempting a world record,
Okay.
and I plan to go and hopefully, if he's successful, welcome him
He
back
will. He will. He will.
to the
If
Indian shoreline.
he has that positivity, he will surely achieve it. He will
He's a
surely do
great
that.
advocate for paddleboarding in India, so
Okay.
it would be nice to support
So
him.
this whole month you will be available in India.
Yes, I'm here. I don't fly back to the UK until the 30th of
Okay,
March.
so month end you will be flying back to your place.
Yes.
You're going to meet your family.
Yes, my family. I have two sons, and
What is what name of your son?
my sons are Daniel and Alexander. Daniel and Alex.
Alexander. Okay.
Dan
nice
and
name.
Alex, and
Yeah.
that I know they worry about me when I'm away. And
How
I
long you
miss
have
them.
been here?
I will have been here for 2 months,
2 months now.
but by the time I return, it'll be 2 months in total.
Okay, so for this, Daniel and Alexander, your mom is coming as soon as possible. Let her finish her events here in India. This month end, you will see her in London. That's fine?
That's fine, thank you.
So, one last and important question. How you came to know about jellyfish? How you came to know about Kaushik?
That's an interesting story in itself. In probably about 2015, 2016, I helped train a woman in London called Shilpika Gautam. And Shilps came along to learn how to stand up paddleboard and get some practice with me and us, Active 360 on the Thames and the Canal Network. And she was preparing to do Ganga Sup. So what she attempted to do, and in fact succeeded in doing, was to be the first woman to paddle the Ganges from source to sea.
Okay.
So she did this in 2000 I think 17. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was about 2017, and she was successful, and it was a wonderful thing, and it took 3 or 4 months to complete.
Okay.
And when I was talking to Shilps and talking about my time spent paddling in the east of India, she said, "Oh, I have a friend who has a water sports centre in Kerala. You should perhaps meet this person."
Okay.
So I was very fortunate to meet Kausik, who is the owner of Jellyfish in London, and he suggested that I came out and I joined the Muzaris paddle, which he runs here every year from Jellyfish, and I came along, and it was such a well organised event. and I met so many wonderful people. Well, that's it. I'm hooked, and I've come back. And
So have you met Kaushik?
I have met Kaushik, and I met Kaushik in London. And he's very kindly hosted me here, and I've come back and I've tried to sort of help and support the team here with some of the events they've had over the last month. So I'm really privileged to know this guy and to come and paddle up in this place. And hopefully I'll get to come back and coach and paddle here some more.
I would like to thank Mr. Kaushik especially. Why? Because you make us proud, especially when you are from Kolkata. I am also from Kolkata. I feel so proud. Till yesterday, I didn't knew about you. I don't know anything about you, and even I have never seen you. But I can tell you one thing: without seeing you, without knowing you, but now I know you very well through them, through every one of your staff who just speak about you always 24/7, and would like to see you as soon as possible. Very much proudful, sir. Very much proudful. I feel very much proudful when a person from Kolkata is doing such a great job related to water sport activity. And thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I didn't mention I do have lots of qualifications in paddle sports as well, but that you don't need to know all of those. But I do have them, and I do keep my professional development up to date, so that I'm a qualified instructor, not just a passionate enthusiast. I am both.
Can you please go through it?
It's quite boring. I'm a British Canoe Level 3 coach. I'm a flat water SUP coach. I'm ASI, which is an international qualification, Level 1 and Level 2 sub coach. And I have a Water Safety and Rescue Award, which I have to keep up to date. First aid qualification, which I have to renew every 3 years. And various safeguarding courses so that I can work with children. So that's good enough.
So much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
With your endeavour, and hopefully lots of people will see us and want to come to Jellyfish and paddle, because this is a great place.
Please come to Jellyfish. You will see a different world in this, and you people have to come. Come and see what happens inside Jellyfish. There are lots of good staff here. Very good employees. They will support you, they will help you, they will teach you, they will train you, and it is actually good for your health. So do some activities like this, you will be fit and fine. So there is no wealth without health. So keep that in mind.
And also, there's no age limit either. And women can do this, and older women can do this. And I've had the Chudenvelum, is it called? The snake boat? Snake boat. I've had lots of older women in the snake boat. So it's not just for men, it's for women everyone as well.
It's for everyone, yes.
We should all come and try.
Yes. And please support my channel N5, subscribe and follow. N5. This interview is not completed yet. It is incomplete without seeing Louise on her boat. So let's complete this interview, this session, with her activity. Okay? Please follow me. Come.